Alright, hello. This should be a much better state of the build than it was in the last video. In that video it was already all over the place and in the middle of transitioning into the build that after it I kind of thought about why I even did it. But now things are obviously much better. Finally have these two. I guess probably they could be better, but I have the right implicits here and here as far as I know. And yeah, the flask got. I wouldn't necessarily say everything. I'm really looking forward to that one point here, where I can, finally grab that. And then I am at 95 at the moment. So 96, 6, 7, 8, 9, something like that. But maybe there's like something else I could, drop in favor of getting the last charge. But at the moment, there isn't really anything that I really wanna drop. Here's the defenses. I got bit low on the cold, but I mean I have less. So unless I'm getting cursed with like a weakness, and I also don't have flasks, I usually should be okay with that. And I guess I'm holding this over here just in case if I ever want to like swap it in for a single target, but it's not gonna be the case here because I'm gonna run some ultimatums. So yeah, just have this, although maybe a rare is just better. So yeah, let's just hop into it. By the way, I hit the 36, so I am wearing the armor pieces. Like you don't see all that much across all the other effects, but yeah, that's how we're looking at the moment. Gloves, boots, armor, helmet, and there's like this effect that comes from there. So as you can see, I'm just grabbed all the purple that I could find basically, and like helmet attachments, I don't really have anything that really fits into it. Like maybe this one, but then it already kind of takes away. So I guess I would just see here, and yeah, it's not like we're gonna see anything from here. And this is 188, and I've had some good ones, bad ones. I haven't done all that much because as you can see, I was looking for a challenge completion, and I did that. Full disclosure, I did it on the other character, the Holy Relic one. Like obviously, this is very good at what it does, but for everything else, you probably need like a better all-rounder. Unless you have like the poison version of this with mageblood and everything, then that can probably do other stuff as well. But yeah, back to the challenges. Everything is just map here, mapping here. I'm just whenever I set these up, I have like some very weird sort of tree here because like I want obviously ultimatum nodes. I picked up this when I was doing that part, and I picked up this now I'm doing these altars for challenge, and I picked up all the quants that I could find and all the modifier increases, and I also grabbed this, and I have the thread blocked at the moment because I'm going for potentially like these two, and then when I get there I can set those up, and then I can hit the target, so I could like cover these two and then just have to do any two of these, or like fortress and +1. And yeah, so everything is just basically doing maps, and now I can finally take off a second. I don't know if it's right, like I've seen it somewhere, that bribing you are enough. It doesn't make much of a difference, but yeah, let's just hop in there, and just a little bit of quant there is only so I can progress that even just a little bit. But I don't actually want to put mods on the map because then who knows what kind of mods I get, and then it doesn't really make much of a difference as far as I know.
Practice makes
So yeah, I'm gonna level those, and I'm trying to find the ultimatum. I have quite a bit, but like I'm here just for, you know, getting the ultimatum. If something pops that's like, you know, an altar, I can do that. But otherwise, I'm just here for the AFK. Like for example, I can do, but I'm gonna click that after you'll. Okay, player gain Eldritch. Okay, Eldritch minions can gain stuff. Okay, it won't bother me through the ultimatum. And there it is. Okay, I'm sure there's like better maps where you can see the ultimatum faster, guaranteed. And we have a very good start with the ruin. Oh yeah, also in the tree. It's very small sample size, but I guess I took out the divination because like the divination rewards were pretty bad or options, and I start with ruin. I don't like it, and here's finally the AFK begins. This card,
little warning.
but I should be for the most part good with everything. Okay,
Your arteries
I got
constrict.
3 div cards in a row. But yeah, that's pretty much the gameplay.
Your opponents bring
monsters.
night's madness.
I don't love that one. Not gonna lie. Okay, so far I did not get a single good reward. But yesterday, you know, I was doing Catalyst and I got the Divine, you know, 4 Divine that you can double. And then that doubled, so that was
Ruin
nice.
surrounds you.
And usually Ruin should also be fine because, you know, we have the triple block. You know, with Gladiator, Lucky Block, and then the other block. But as you can see, the life can dip quite low.
You must be a
That's probably because of the extra chaos damage. They don't have chaos damage capped, and I only have it, you know, capped against damage over time. Chaos Orb, so far this is like the best one. And yeah, we just sit here.
Best run.
And yeah, stand in one place because it's not like I can really do anything. If I start moving around or I try to kite, then I lose the benefits from Tukohama Pantheon. So yeah, and not just Tukohama Pantheon, but also the
Steel
AoE
and pain.
stuff that I have on the tree. So yeah, I'm pretty sure like the reason the life goes down to like dangerous territory is because of the extra chaos, because usually it doesn't do that. So yeah, also like one of the, I guess, downside. Okay, see, I guess I failed that, but I'm not upset about failing that, but I most likely failed that because of the extra chaos. I guess like that's the only mod that is like actually messing me up. I guess I'm like 62 if you compare it to all the res, and obviously with flasks up those are like 90, 85, 84. Compared to the 60s is quite low, and I guess something just, you know, sneaked through and hit me. So yeah, that's a failure, but I also didn't have anything there that I really wanted. Otherwise, if I had an inscription there that I actually wanted, then I would have dipped earlier, because I think like that's the scariest one. Because the ruin, even, you know, even if I get like the scariest ruin ones, usually they don't take me down fast enough to, you know, fail in one round. So it would be like it ticks up to like 2 stacks or 4 stacks, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe I should dip. But yeah, I guess like this is the actually really dangerous one for me. But I mean, it's not like I have a choice because it's a grueling. Ruling
Will you
Gauntlet, I
wash
guess
clean
sometimes it
the
could be
marks
like
of
that.
failure? Death's
So that's
cold
fine.
grip is inescapable.
Sit on top of the altar. Hopefully I get something
Faith
good,
and
because
intellect burn
otherwise this is
alike.
pretty sad. Again, 188 chaos for the catalyzing. And also I get choked up
The
with all kinds of
wind
useless
conspires
inscriptions,
with the flames.
which I need to sort out. Like I have a tab of useless inscriptions. And obviously, like, even like an
Flames
exalt is
beget more
kinda
flames.
along the lines of useless. I guess like that funny chaos is the one where I would, start actually considering running it.
The flames bite upon your
So yeah, I guess
heels.
it's quite varied. Also fun. Really? Again?
Your opponents bring
Okay. I mean,
night's
this is obviously not a
madness.
great showcase. Sure, there's like things that I can do
Ruin arrives suddenly.
to help this out. Chaos Orb.
Mystic pain will bring ruin.
It's like I'm low-key not even that upset that I failed the last one, and I might possibly fail this one as well, because
Hate begets hate.
the rewards are not super great here. But like, once you start hitting the divine orb and whatnot, any of the
A
interesting
sliver of the winter of the
options.
world returns.
Orb annulment,
Mortality seeks you in kind.
orb of unmaking.
Everywhere your gaze falls, there shall be only ruin.
Also, I forgot to do the okay, that's gonna be risky. Let's do it.
Heart and spirit burdened.
Gonna be risky.
Thus,
Can use the ultimatums. I guess it's just probably shouldn't even have picked up some of those. So yeah, I'm gonna break the flow, but I'm probably gonna go ahead and grab the crit ones. I think that could be a good idea, like the tattoos, because I'm at 80. Okay, why am I doing it like that? It. Oh, I could also do chaos res. That might be better. 49.
Business.
Okay. You know what? What if I do? How much? But I'm pretty sure the chaos res is also expensive. So. Okay. I suck. Okay. Yep. Okay. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. It's fine. But yeah, like that's an option, right? You put the chaos tattoos there. I mean, that would actually put me to cap. So, because I have 4 int nodes, and one of them is gonna be like 62, 13. So yeah, pretty much capped. I really want to get like a good one.
random chance must dictate you win.
So choking
Occasional.
miasma.
Rare
Don't choking
is
miasma
the
is
breath
fine
of
because I have
living
the
air.
dot thingy, damage over time. I have the cap for that.
Lightning gives little
Yeah,
warning.
there's like lots of mods that are absolutely fine, free mods. Lucky deck.
Lightning always strikes twice. Ruin arrives suddenly.
So yeah, very, very engaging gameplay, which I, which is actually pretty much what I am looking for. Like I like that a lot,
Ruin
actually.
surrounds you.
You know, like some people want to be involved in the game. You know, press as many buttons as possible, having some sort of skill expression or whatnot. But I guess
The
that's more for
vapors are
different games, because like I
inescapable.
guess in PoE, at least in my opinion or in my preference, it's like doing the uh least possible work for the best possible reward.
Your doom
Like
is
I
dark
don't have
and
a
thrilling.
need to click a bunch of buttons, which is why I preferred Holy Relic for so long, right? Like for the past leagues, because I'm like, hey, I can
A
just
single
not
touch may
press
spell
many
your
buttons, just
ruin.
have one button that I'm holding down, and I guess I have the movement skill. Obviously, compared to that, this one's even less involved. But the thing is, it also has a
Stray too far and
limited
find pain.
viability. If you look at it across all the different types of content compared to Holy Relic that can like do everything, pretty much. My Blood Ire. I don't even know what
The
that is.
tempest is nigh.
So yeah, as you can see visually, it's very, you know, exciting. I guess everything is on fire. Exalted Orb.
Your
Lessened
reach
Reach. That's also
exceeds
kind
your
of
grasp.
awkward. I'm assuming that also lessens the spread of the ignite. Because if the reason that we want, the ignite spread as big as possible, then it stands to reason that the things that reduce it
Relentless
also reduce
assault.
that AoE. But I don't think it should be an issue, considering that everything just runs at us anyway. But obviously you can see visibly it's a much smaller AoE. Exalted Orb 4.
Be torn to
I guess is the
shreds.
best we're gonna get here.
Don't get too.
But yeah, as you've seen, like I can't say that I am, you know, immune to everything, because I think the profane thingy was the one that did me in. So yeah, generally like these are like something that I put aside, in a tab, and then I can run them later when I'm chilling. Do I have another of the omens here or not? Maybe it's in fragments, because I'm pretty sure I did find one amelioration, but yeah, I'm kind of like, even though the risk is small, as we've seen, even the risk is if the risk is small, I still would like, I still would like to have
I'll put the word up.
some sort of protection against losing the XP, even if it
I'll put the
rarely
word up.
happens. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna run the other two of the catalyzing that I have. But yeah, like this is the thing that I kind of have a bunch of these. They have to like either not pick up the first place, or I have to dump it into the tab, and then I'm gonna have to figure it out later. But yeah, I have two of these. I'm kind of hoping for like a good one, because like obviously you're fishing for divine or double stuff, and probably some of the good unique ones. I've also heard there's like divination card. That's like a good one. I don't know exactly what the pool is, but I have not seen a single good divination inscription, so I just kinda took it out on the tree. Oh, this is
Look,
also
exile.
nice because
A fresh
that's
tear.
gonna be able to let me progress that
Your
later.
series of victories will end here.
There it is. There it is. I roll up, and it's already divine orb, divine orb 8. Okay, okay.
Death's cold
So
grip
now
is
now we have
inescapable.
a stake. Because imagine if that doubles. Imagine if that doubles.
Ruin arrives suddenly.
There's like a 25% chance of doubling. Okay, I gotta keep an eye on the ruin, right? Like if I start gaining ruin stacks, then I'm just gonna dip. It's not worth the risk. It would be very silly way to go.
Begets hate.
But until I have anything that like really poses a challenge to me, then I will probably go. Oh, look at that color, the first ones. Okay, I'm kind of tempted to just dip. Probably like the smart idea.
A sliver of the winter of the world returns.
It's gonna be very embarrassing if I somehow, against all odds, manage to die.
Stray too far and find pain.
But at the same time, it's kind of a showcase anyway. But like I said, if I start, nope, I'm dipping. I'm dipping. Nope. It's not worth risking it. That's gonna be the next one. And we're checking to see. Okay, that's 1, 2. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So we're calling it. We're calling it here, and then we go in and we do the 8s. And then if I fail, it's gonna be very embarrassing. But if I don't fail, it's gonna be great. All right. Let's see. Let's get excited. I suppose. So let's see what the mods are. Where are you? Here and here. Okay, choking miasma, Thor color runes, okay, blistering cold, okay. There's the profane monsters. Visual impotence, drought, no flasks. That's rough. Okay, so like what I'm thinking is that you could either do this or I could be a coward of sorts, and then I could. But I will have to at least. Okay, you know what? I'm not rich enough to risk. Because what I'm thinking is that like I could risk it here, but profane monsters is kind of scary and drought is kind of scary. So I can sell it to people, for like a deficit. So I can like, I don't know, sell it for like a, I don't know how many actually. How many I can actually sell it for. And I don't know if I can find it here. Inscribed ultimate. Okay, let's clear it. Like obviously I get very excited to run it, right? Okay. It can't. Okay, I can't really do that here, to be honest. So I guess I'm gonna have to look at the trade site. My apologies. Okay, I don't even know how I'm supposed to find it properly. Like trade filter. It's like, I don't know, divine between 3 and 8. I don't know. 4. Really? So what if I between 7 and 8? I wonder if there's like someone like listing it for 6, but doesn't seem like it. I don't know why would people list these for, you know, 6 divines and whatnot. I don't know, 7 seems like, would people really just do it for the one gratis? I don't know. Okay. I'm sorry that I'm gonna be boring. Cause like I really wanna go and send it in. I really wanna go and send it in, but it has just such a high chance of failing. I don't really see, by the way, why people would do this for 7. Probably like a 6 or 8 would actually sell. Because I don't know if like, I guess it's a divine profit if you're like guaranteed to actually do it. So yeah. Okay, let's do the last one. Okay. I'm really sorry that I was so boring. But like if I didn't have drought or a drought, then I would do it. Because I guess I could just fix the profane. I could just fix the profane. But I don't know. I don't know. Because if I like sell it for like 6.
8 rounds was respectable. An unstoppable time.
7's unlikely, but I guess yeah, it's still a divine in each.
Your arteries
I
constrict.
think the occasional no damage is fine because I gain a bunch of life back
Blood
from
is the source of life.
the
And
on
death.
hit. Anyway, okay, it says right away for 7. It says right away for 7. Okay, so yeah, because I mean, for someone who is like guaranteed to maybe do it, it's like a guaranteed 1 divine profit.
Your
Because
enemies
if for all the
hasten.
people who have mageblood already, then it's just free money. Because then they don't have to worry about the drought, and then they also have so much pressure freed up with the mageblood that they can do a bunch of fun stuff.
Relentless assault.
There's like a bunch of options. Once you free those up.
Death's cold grip is
But yeah,
inescapable.
generally it's drought and like immunities that you're like basically fixing all together. Because at the moment I'm not immune to hinder because I don't have the corrupted jewel. Whichever one you're actually supposed to corrupt. I don't have hinder immune. I don't know how important that is. I don't really know if it even matters. I don't have freeze immune, but I guess it's also so far it never really felt like that was ever the issue, but maybe it is. Like later stages or like higher content, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, at least across the 5 I already got, kind of lucky. I mean, I shouldn't say kind of lucky because I get probably the luckiest I got so far
Unpredictability adds that
with it. But then if you consider that it was like more than a 1.5 divs for like each catalyst, right? Then that's gonna be quite different. But yeah, as you can see, I got like one embarrassing death. Obviously, the rest of the map is a white map, so white tier 16, so there's nothing really that's gonna, pose a challenge or anything. There's just really no good reason to actually do anything that's not a normal map.
Made a trade.
So yeah, come here.
Ah,
Uh,
what are we
yeah,
shipping?
they just went AFK there. Okay, and I
The
couldn't click.
Maryline is ready.
Okay, there it is. So yeah, I don't know if I'm like missing something. There's like some other, you know, source of money there. But yeah, as you can see, Thunder, AFK. Maybe I survived. Maybe I survived that one where I failed. If I have some sort of solution here, like I said, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 here, so I could cover that and make myself, you know, take 100% reduced damage from critical strikes. So that would be nice. That's an option. But I could also do it with chaos res tatoos. That's another option. But yeah, otherwise, and this one, honestly, this one is very, very, you know, debatable, because I mean, I get Slumlord here, but then I also lose. I also lose basically here the anoint to get that 80%. So like I'm spending a point and I'm spending an anoint. I'm sure there's like other, you know, options, but the whole thing is that I think at the moment I'm staying on this, right? And then once if I ever get to mageblood, right, then that's when I can, you know, shake up everything, because then these can, you know, cover all the resistances, cover the immunities, so you can drop the purity of fire, for example, that kind of stuff, because, you know, you can juice it up and then the maximum fire rest comes from there, and then you can have like more damage options or like move over, you know, something else, get a different anoint. I'm sure there's like, you know, some things that you can do here. The Nebulok, the one that I looked at, or the ones that I was looking at, you know, the ones that you deal the ignite damage faster, they are very, very expensive. They're like 120 something divines last time I checked. So yeah, if we look at Nebulus, my bad, not Nebulus. Nebulus Void Scepter. And ignite deals, or ignites deal damage faster. Oh, okay, that's the wrong one then. Because it's an implicit one. Yep, 125 div. So yeah, that's not happening. And there's like, you know, other options that you can do, right? Like over this, there's the Sword of the Seventh Sun or something like that. I'm sure about the seventh Razor of the Seventh Sun. Okay. And that has, you know, the ignite chance here, and then, you know, burning damage here, more recovery on ignite, and then it's like, you know, I guess fist converted to I don't really know, but the point is it has ignite chance and it has, you know, some ignite stuff, but I guess that's what's slightly weaker than just having this one, because like I'm obviously covered on ignite chance. So I'm at like 90 something here on offense, for example, say this one like 93, but the curse gives the 25% chance, like that obviously that brings me above the 100. And there's also one on the flask here, but yeah, that's not really something that I want to rely on in the long term. So yeah, luckily that was something that kind of showcased the situation. But like I said, I don't have mage blood, so drought is a big bet for me. And also the profane, like the extra chaos damage, kind of scares me a little bit, especially because you've seen me die on the first run, most likely to that for the most part. But yeah, it's AFK. It's fun. And now that I'm done with the challenges that I could really target, and the rest is just just running some maps, then I'm probably gonna be doing some AFK ultimatums here. And like I did the last video, I did the simulacrum, but even now that I actually have the actual items, it's still kind of rough, I think. Like once you are left alone with the boss and no mobs, then I think I'm still in a pretty rough spot. Because when I was doing the breach, because I needed the breach for this, right? I needed the breach to be able to take the otherworldly appendages, and it was rough. Like it was very very rough. I was sitting there, and I had this one up. I guess I didn't have exactly like the same gear, but still, I already had them for the most part, and I had this one up, and I was spamming the penance mark, and it was just spamming the little things, but it took forever. Like it really felt like I could feel it how I was dying of old age. It took so long. It took a disgusting amount of time, and that was just the breach. Like there's like no mods, no nothing. So yeah, it's rough. So I think I would rather stick to ultimatum. And if I keep playing after actually rounding out the challenges, this is gonna be probably the plan, let's say, because as we've seen, I can go and do other stuff while I have this for like basically AFK sitting here, and that gives me the opportunity to do other stuff and then still be able to progress here and eventually get to the mage blood. So yeah, that's it. I think I've overstayed my welcome quite a bit, but I think I'm just gonna put a timestamp in for the big money, and that's gonna be it. Okay. All right. Bye bye.